Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Breakdown with Bethany. I'm Bethany Braun Silva, and today my guest is supermodel and mom, Chanel Iman. Chanel is getting ready to welcome her third baby into the mix, so we're going to talk all about that. We're also going to talk about the eczema equality gap and how she's caring for her kids who have eczema. So you're definitely going to want to check it out. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're so excited to talk to you, but I know we're here to talk also about something quite serious because when you think about, our little babies, I'm a mom of two, and then any kind of like ailment or irritation, it really is heartbreaking. Like, even though there's like a whole spectrum of things, right? But I was looking on your Instagram and you said that your daughter Cassie, right, struggles with eczema, and so much so that one of her first words was itchy. I was like, oh my goodness. So tell us about that and
Yeah.
tell us about that and your partnership with Aveeno and why it was such an important fit for you.
Okay, so, it's already hard enough being a parent, and having a child with eczema is just um it really compounds a parent's stress. And both of my daughters, Callie and Cassie, they both struggled with eczema. My oldest grew out of it, but my youngest still struggles. And I've partnered with the Vino, uh, because I'm sorry.
No, it's
Well, I
okay.
partnered with Vino to talk about uh, uh, eczema equality leading up to the Eczema Awareness Month in October. I've teamed up with Aveeno Baby to support their efforts and affecting available content featuring eczema on skin of color, which is leading to under or misdiagnosed. And, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the problem with Aveeno Baby and what we're doing about it and how Aveeno Baby products can help your readers with children and babies and how they can soothe and get relief.
I love that. And no, I totally get it. Look, you've got your hands full and you're about to welcome a third into the group. So, tell us, what advice do you also have for parents that have kids with eczema, aside from like, of course, if there's any Aveeno products that you would absolutely recommend, but if, a mom is just starting to notice, the itchiness and like the irritation, what do you suggest they do first?
Well, it took me a long time to figure it out because when I was younger, I didn't have sensitive skin. And I couldn't figure out like what to do about my children that did have sensitive skin. So when I partnered with Aveeno, they and started using some, sorry, Matt, that's my nanny. And I started using some of the Aveeno Baby products. I found that the Aveeno Baby nighttime therapy balm was like worked wonders for my daughter because she wasn't getting much sleep, and just being consistent with that product and applying it, and like, she was getting better sleep. And then so once I partnered with Aveeno, they introduced me to Health in Her Hue because I didn't really know who to go to, who to talk to about it and all her struggles. But Aveeno Baby introduced me to Health in Her Hue, which is a digital platform connecting women of color to culturally sensitive healthcare providers and community supporters. And I was there, and there I was able to get information and the right resources to treat her.
I love that. That's so important. Sometimes we don't really think about like the specific, needs of our children when it comes to skincare. But I also do want to talk about, you're obviously, you're like the top of the top when it comes to supermodels and you're raising two gorgeous, beautiful girls. But I'm also wondering how you're instilling confidence in them because, you are in the limelight and I'm just wondering sort of what you're passing down to them when it comes to confidence, maybe, self-image and things like that.
Well, we do shoot together sometimes, which is really fun. And my youngest daughter, she's been on set and was a little bit shy because of her eczema. And I had to pull her to the side because she said my skin. And I said, but baby, beauty is within. So I always install that into them, and they know, just I'm raising to them to have, self-love and love themselves for who they are inside. I think that's the most important thing. And and just for them to be kids and not really, feel um insecure or feel uncomfortable about their skin or their appearance on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that Callie is a pro probably at being a big sister already, but Cassie is getting ready to, welcome a third baby into the mix. What are you guys doing to prepare?
I'm working on the nursery now. And just because I got rid of so much stuff. And so now I'm just trying to uh, set up her nursery, and it's really fun for me just to go shopping. But now I know exactly what it is that I need because I'm a seasoned mother, so I know what products to buy. I know, what works and for what works for the from the detergents I use to the clothes that I buy, like the everything. Literally, I know exactly what I need for this child. So I have a list of great products and things that I love.
I love that. And are you taking extra precautions because your first two children were eczema prone? Are you taking precautions with the third with, I don't know if that's using like natural fibers in your fabrics and your like sheets and your things like that, or a special kind of detergent? Are you preparing for that?
Yeah, so I am going to be using the like non-fragrance detergent for everything when it comes to my newborn, including the Aveeno baby that is not it has no sin as well. But I think just being uh just making sure that I'm using things that aren't as hard, have too many chemicals, or just like a little or have like oat in it, which is one of Aveeno baby's um most important ingredient in baby and the Aveeno baby product that I love. Those kind of things is like what I'm really preparing for my newborn, or what I'm going to be using on my newborn.
Got it. And I know I said it before, you certainly have your hands full. And actually, I hate when people tell me that, like, but you do. And I'm wondering, as you're sort of rounding out the end of this pregnancy, like, are you able to take some time for yourself? And what does that look like? I know our listeners, our readers are always hungry for resources on self-care as a mother and things like that. So we would love to hear what that looks like for you.
Yeah, I think it's so important for a mother to take time for herself, even if it's just like if the weekend. I have loads of support when it comes to helping me out around here. And I love my kids and I love time with my kids, but I feel like, to be the best mother, best version of myself, I do need me time. So I do carve that out in my schedule to make sure.
That's good. And I know that you guys just had a big birthday in the house, right? A big fifth birthday. Can you tell us a little bit about what that was like? I mean, it looked awesome. But I mean,
Yeah.
if I had a dream birthday scenario, it probably would have been that.
Yeah, well, my mom always made sure that I had great birthday parties, and sleepovers were my favorite. So Callie was I threw her her first big sleepover, and she had a blast, and they woke up to a splash party, which was a lot of fun in our backyard. And I try to do everything I can to give my children the best life possible, and the best experiences, and raise them kind of similar to how my mom raised me.
I love that. I love it. And now, I mean, if you're open, I would love to. Are you even thinking about wedding plans? I mean, is it like way at the bottom of the list right now?
It's not actually. It's something that I'm very excited about for next year. And my focus is really just my newborn and making sure that, I deliver her and she's a healthy baby, and, just good energy, and just I'm super excited to meet her, but once she's here, then I'll focus on wedding plans.
I love it. And how are you prepping for, for labor and delivery? I know you're a pro, you've done this twice before, but I think a lot of first-time moms would love to hear your advice about maybe what to pack in the hospital bag, how to get the mindset right to go into the hospital. Any advice?
I haven't packed my hospital bag just yet, but I probably should, like, this week. Um, and I just make sure that I have like uh very comfortable clothes, and not a comfy pair of socks and slippers, and um what else do I usually pack? Just, yeah, just comfy stuff, and all of my you know skincare products after, to make me feel hydrated and make me feel fresh again. The Aveeno tone and texture is something that I take everywhere with me, so that will be in my hospital bag as well. And I breastfed both my daughters, so I'll have my nursing bras and stuff, but that's pretty much it. Hopefully it will be I'll be in there, and I'll be in and out. So
I
I'll be
always
home.
say, yeah, I always say to moms, I hope it's an uneventful experience. You get to go in and come out, come home. But
Yeah.
so final question is, are what are the girls so excited to meet their new little sister? Do you have any plans for how you might introduce them to their all three of them together? I'm sure you're really looking forward to that moment.
Yeah. I really hope that they can just come to the hospital. I know Callie is in school, it just depends on like the timing, and but after she's born, I plan on my mom going to get them and bring them to me to meet their little sister. So
That'll be so exciting. I hope we get to see some of that on social media. I just love those moments, and like you see like the siblings meeting. So best of luck with everything. Thank you again so much for the time. We really appreciate it.